How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the AU8000 Samsung 2021 TV, and I think you'll be surprised by this one. Alright, so we have the TV unboxed here. It was really easy to set up. The legs actually slide in on the back, which is new, and I kind of like it. It was fairly simple. It's not pure metal, but it does hold up. Now, one thing I noticed right off the bat when looking at this TV is the style has changed and, in my opinion, upgraded since last year's comparable models. And what I kind of mean by that is if you look at the stand and the thinner bezel, this almost resembles the same type of style you'd get from a Q80. Now, obviously, the picture is not going to be as great as a Q80, but it does hold up pretty well, and there's not much to complain about. So let's get right into the specs. Now, this particular TV comes in multiple sizes, those being 85, 75, 65, 55, 50, and 43. So as long as you have, a need for a new TV, you'll probably find the right size, unless you need something really, really small. It's got everything from 85 to 43, so I think that's a pretty good array of options. Now, this TV in particular has 3 HDMI ports. You might notice that some of the higher end TVs have 4. That's just something that you pay for when you pay for the higher models. It does have eARC and 2 USB connections, which this demo right here I created, and it is running off of a USB stick. As you can see, no problems, no jitters, it looks smooth. Obviously, you're gonna have your LAN and Bluetooth and your optical audio port, which is going to be for your external sound bars or receivers. If you're trying to hook all that stuff up, it has that as well. Now, this is a 4K TV, so you'll be sure to stay up to date with most of the content that's out today, especially on a lot of your streaming apps. And one thing that they always push is it's got a new, better processor. I'm not going to take the time to test the processor, let alone most people won't care, but if it's improving the picture, that's all I care about. And from what it looks like compared to the last year's 8000, I think this does have an improved picture. Now, obviously, these TVs going to come with a lot of your smart features and apps, such as Google Home, Amazon Alexa. I think it does come with Bixby because that's Samsung's thing. And then as far as apps goes, you're looking at all your major popular streaming apps. And when it comes to all that, obviously, you guys know one big important thing to me is your UI. What is UI? User interface. So user interface is basically the operating system and layout of which all your apps kind of run on. And I used to not like Samsung's older ones just because I felt like some other brands had better designs, but they've really stepped it up, and I could say that they're one of my favorite UIs out of the major TV brands. We'll also take a look at this remote, which is definitely an upgrade from the last year's model. I know this remote style actually comes from earlier QLEDs, some of the nicer quality ones. It looks like they got the same style remote. And on here you have your back button, home button, play button, volume, and channel scrubbers, which are always a must. And then you have your Netflix hotkey button and your Amazon Prime button. I don't know what the Samsung TV Plus would really be used for too much, but having those 2 big streaming services right there on the remote is a really nice perk. And above your little scroll wheel thingy, whatever you want to call that, I think it's actually a numpad. Above your numpad, you have your microphone button, and that's going to be for your voice commands. And then it looks like a Google Assistant and a 1, 2, 3 button. Now, I do want to take some time to appreciate this remote. That's kind of like the thing that people usually forget about or isn't that important because, a remote's a remote. However, I think it's a good thing that, these remotes have gone from their numpads, which were easier to type on, but, could get a little bit confusing, to these more simplistic, minimalist style of remotes. I think that's a better step in the direction most TV companies are adapting to this, and I really like it. Now, remember, this is a 65-inch TV, so you're getting a decent amount of size. Normally, when it comes to family rooms, the sweet spot's around 65 to 75. Unless you have a really, really small room, you might go with like a 55. But 65s tend to be the most popular models, and I think that for the size, quality, upgrades, everything that came from last year's model, the improvements from that, I think it's really worth the retail price right now. And who knows, maybe by the time you're watching this, the price had dropped. Not sure. Usually that doesn't happen for a while, but I definitely think that this TV is worth your money. Now, I talked about the UI before, but we're actually going to play around with it for a little bit. So let's just say we want to go to our home, press the home button. As you can see, we have this nice layout, and let's test the responsiveness on the remote. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I know that some of the lower models, like the 7000 from last year, didn't have the best response time, and that was kind of what made it, more affordable. You have to understand that just like anything in life, you get what you pay for. And I think that, this TV definitely is perfect for the middle consumer. There's cheaper ones you can get that aren't going to run as well, but there's also nicer ones that have a little bit better picture and better UIs. But overall, for $750, I really don't think that this is a bad deal. Now, as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like and subscribe. Really want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and that'd be amazing. So if you guys did find any value in this video, or you want to just check out some more product, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and visit waltz.com before your next purchase of electronics and ask for a custom YouTube coupon code. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and if you have any questions, leave them below.